What's up everyone, I'm CallumOnToast, and in today's video I'm excited to be showcasing the first of hopefully many subscriber challenges here on the channel, but this is a series that is completely dependent on you guys taking part, so if there isn't enough interest, not only in terms of views, but also in terms of participation, then unfortunately I will have to scrap the series after just 1 week. So please show your support for this series and reassure me that you're willing to take part in future challenges. I'll be announcing next week's challenge at the end of this video, so stick around for that, but first, for this week, we kick things off with the Gotta Catch 'em All challenge, where the aim is to catch as many charge attacks as possible in a single battle, and the score you earn will depend on the type effectiveness of each move that's caught. As you can see on the right hand side of the screen, catching a neutral, super effective, or double super effective charge attack will earn you 1 point, whilst catching a resisted charge attack will get you 2 points, catching a double resisted move will get you 3 points, and catching a triple resisted charge attack will earn you a maximum of 4 points. Now trainers weren't actually required to win a battle to take part in this challenge, but there are 2 bonus points for a win, 1 bonus point for a tie, and obviously no bonus points for a loss. Now before we get into the battles, I want to make 2 things very clear. First of all, these challenges do not require trainers to run Spice. They can use whatever Pokemon they think will be most optimal for the specific challenges each week. And then secondly, and more importantly, I do not want to see people complaining about the quality of these battles or suggesting that they could have scored higher than some of the entries, because you could have and you should have entered the competition yourself if that's what you think. And actually around 60 people voted in a recent poll that they'd be keen to take part each week, but in the end I only received submissions from 8 unique trainers, which means I can't even showcase the top 10 entries like I had planned because we didn't get enough submissions for that. So if you think you can do better, put your money where your mouth is and actually take part next time. Anyways, with that small rant out of the way, let's get into the question of the day. Do you have any suggestions for a future weekly subscriber challenge? Let me know in the comment section down below. Feel free to go into as much or as little detail as you want. And with that being said, let's get into the first challenge now. Alright, so kicking things off with the joint 6th place trainer here, and I'm not going to reveal how many points they get until the end of this battle, but leading Pangoro into Malamar, we're going to stay in this matchup, fire off a close combat immediately. If the opponent does not shield this, it's going to do huge damage, and it forces the opponent to throw their charge move straight away, in which case we're able to catch it onto our Emolga, catching a resisted charge move, so that is a 2 points there for the resisted charge attack. We're now going to go and fire off an Acrobatics. Acrobatics does just under half their HP there. We are going to no shield this first charge move. The opponent goes for a Sludge Bomb, doesn't quite take us out there, but unfortunately not quite able to reach another Acrobatic. So Discharge is going to deal very little damage, but we can come in with the Corviknight, completely shut down this Clodsire, assuming they're on Sludge Bomb and Earthquake, and they go for an Earthquake. So Earthquake, of course, is going to be resisted by the Corviknight. They swap into our Blastoise, we go straight for Sky Attack, then swap back into our Pangoro. Now Pangoro obviously going to be resisting the rollout damage, but Hydro Cannon going to do quite a lot of damage here, so we will shield the first charge move, fire off a Karate Chop, then go straight for Night Slash. Night Slash is no shielded by the opponent, which is unfortunate as it doesn't quite get the KO, and we're forced to double shield here. Probably could have lived that, but didn't want to take any chances. Now we're going to go and fire off a Night Slash into the Clodsire coming back in, and we are going to swap and catch the charge move onto our Corviknight. The opponent this time goes for a Sludge Bomb. That's +3 as it's a double resisted charge move. The opponent then concedes the match, so we get 2 bonus points, ending the battle with 7 points overall. Into the next battle, we're going to see a Shadow Steelix into Clodsire. So we're going to stay in this matchup, swap, catch the charge move onto our Drifblim, and the opponent goes for an Earthquake, so that's +3 as it's a double resisted charge attack. They then come in with more Pekko. We are going to shield the charge move here as the opponent does go and full send an Aura Wheel. We can then just go and debuff their attack straight away with an Icy Wind. An Icy Wind also going to do respectable damage in this matchup. It actually gets them fairly low to the point where we are going to consider shielding. Maybe we do shield. We're going to maintain alignment here, and we're going to go for a full X farm down there. Getting the farm down, they come back in with the Clodsire. We can go for another Icy Wind straight away. Icy Wind does some decent damage. It debuffs their attack, and actually you can see we tried to make a catch there, and that is really costly because Stone Edge would have been double resisted on the Shadow Steelix. That would have been another +3. I actually don't understand why that catch didn't go through, but either way, we've been slightly robbed there. We're going to come in with the Steelix, go for a back-to-back breaking swipe here. Second one is going to be no shielded by the opponent, and their final Pokemon is going to be a Gallade. So of course, this is a non-Shadow Gallade, so close combat might not get the one shot here. So the opponent farms up to a Leaf Blade and a close combat, and we're able to swap, make the catch onto our Toxapex. That's another +2 there as it's a single resisted charge move, and again the opponent concedes the match. Another +2, again ending on 7 points overall. Into next battle, we lead Goodra into Venomoth. So, of course, the opponent going to go straight for a Poison Fang here, and they do throw immediately. So, potentially, they might try and throw a second Poison Fang immediately once again, in which case, we're going to have two Steel types in the back. We're going to try and make that catch, and we're able to catch onto a Ghost and Steel type Pokemon. So, that's the first +4 of the video. Of course, that is triple resisted. They then come in with a Cast Form. Unfortunately, Hex is going to be resisted up against the Cast Form. Dazzling Gleam does some decent damage there. Unfortunately, not running Focus Blast either, but we're going to shield this as the opponent is going to fire off a Weather Ball. Don't really know which typing that was, whether it's a normal Weather Ball or a Rock one. Doesn't really matter. We go for Dazzling Gleam, number 2, throwing on the CMP tie, and we're going to no-shield this. The opponent goes for the Weather Ball. That is probably triple resisted as that did very little damage. We swap into our Goodra. They go for another Weather Ball there, and they come in with a Blastoise. So we're going straight for Thunder Punch here. Thunder Punch is going to be no-shielded by the opponent. The opponent is committing to a very aggressive farm down, which allows us to reach another Thunder Punch. And of course, Thunder Punch is going to be shielded this time around. They do get that farm down, but we do have the opportunity to make a swap into our Goldengo here. So let's see what we do. We come in with the Fortress, and we make the instant swap there, catching the charge move. That would have been really funny if we caught a Skull Bash there. Unfortunately, it is just a Hydro Cannon, which is not resisted or anything like that. So you get just the +1 there, but we are going to see the opponent comes back in with the Cast Form. We have no more opportunities to make any catches, so the best we can do now is get +7 overall. So we're going for the Rock Tomb. Rock Tomb gets the KO. We get the farm down there up against the Venomoth. Again, a farm down up against the Blastoise, and we get those +2 bonus points, making it 7 overall once again. Now going into the next battle, we're going to see a Morpeko in the lead. So we are going to stay in with the Clodsire and make the instant +4 catch there, catching a triple resisted Psychic Fangs. Off to a great start already. Of course, they didn't really need to do that, but in terms of trying to catch charge moves, that is a very nice one to make. We're now going to see the opponent comes in with Galvantula. So we are going to let the move go through here. The opponent will be going for a lunge, which is double super effective damage. It easily takes us out there, but that's okay. We are going to come back in with the Clodsire, and our switch clock is coming up, and we can swap once again, catching the charge move. Didn't really need to make this catch either, but that's a +2 for a single resisted charge move. The opponent going to stay in initially before swapping into a Skeledirge, and we're going to overfarm, throwing on the CMP tie, losing CMP, but that's okay. If the opponent opted for an extra fast move there, that would have been quite detrimental, but either way, we are going to go for a Crunch. Crunch is going to grab a shield from the opponent, and now going to throw off the 3 Dragon Tails. Very good timing, throwing just before they reach the next move. Crunch is going to be no shield, of course. All shields are down, but unfortunately, not quite able to snipe with our Clodsire. And this is a Blast Burn, so we do respect the damage there. We're going to undercharge this. It probably still gets the KO anyways. Stone Edge, yeah, it does take them out anyways, but they come in with the Morpeko, and we might try and make another catch here, but let's see. We are going to see the opponent goes for a Psychic Fang. Psychic Fang's not going to do too much damage, but they do swap the typing there, which means an Aura Will would hit for dark damage instead. We go for the Earthquake, get the KO there. They come back in with the Galvantula, and we could have actually made a catch there, but the opponent is going to end up lagging out, possibly, maybe just rage quitting, going for a lunge. Lunge does laughable damage there. I guess they just fully undercharged it, quit the app, and again, we get +2 bonus points for the win, and we're going to get a total of 8 points overall for that battle. Into the next battle, we're going to lead with a Shadow Jumpluff into Drapion. We are going to no-shield the first charge as they go straight for a Crunch, and of course, we got Pangoro in the back, which does double resist the dark typing, so we go for Aerial Ace, and we are going to swap, make the catch onto our Pangoro. Should just be a Crunch here. Crunch is double resisted, so +3 points there for a double resisted charge move. We're now going straight for the Close Combat here. Close Combat is going to connect. It does huge damage. It gets the one shot, and they come in with a Jellicent. So we're going straight for a Night Slash. Night Slash is going to be no-shielded by the opponent. They can outpace us to the next charge move, and we are going to no-shield as they go for a Surf. We come in with the Shadow Jumpluff. We're going straight for Energy Ball here. Energy Ball, of course, going to hit for super effective damage, and it grabs the final shield from the opponent, and then we're able to catch onto Alolan Raticate. And we've got a Shadow Ball. That's +4 for a triple resisted charge attack. They come in with a Sucker Punch for it, and honestly, they could be on Brick Break, so we're going to shield. They are actually on Brick Break, so that would have been double super effective. We would have tanked it though, so it still would have been fine. But either way, we fire off a Crunch there, dropping the opponent's defense, and we are going to go straight for another Crunch here. The opponent doesn't even reach the next charge move. Crunch number 2 gets the KO there. Let's see if we can make another catch here, or if we're just going to go for the KO. We go for the Crunch straight away. Crunch, of course, will be enough damage to take out the Jellicent. We get +2 for the win, ending on 9 points in total. Now into the next battle. This battle is going to be stretched a bit because this battle was sent in from an iPad, I believe, which was quite a wide screen as well. But again, swapping to catch a triple resisted ghost move onto a Alolan Raticate. Instant +4 there as they come in with a Swampert. So we're going to no-shield the first charge move. The opponent goes for the Hydro Cannon there. We are going to go straight for a return. Return will do big damage. It is stab damage on a Alolan Raticate, but the opponent shields. They respect the damage there. And at this point, yeah, probably no point in shielding. Hydro Cannon will get the KO. We're going to come back in with the Clodsire. We do have a lot of energy, so we can go straight for an Earthquake. And Earthquake, if it does connect, will get them very low, but unfortunately not quite low enough to take them out. But we can shield once and then go for a full Poison Sting farm down. We get the farm down just before they reach the next move. We're actually going to bait with a Sludge Bomb. I don't really agree with this, but Sludge Bomb is going to be no-shielded, unfortunately, but it doesn't really matter as we're able to swap. And once again, have we caught a triple resistant Nightshade? Yes, we have another +4 there. The opponent comes in with their final Pokemon, a Talonflame, and we're going straight for a Night Slash. Night Slash is going to be no-shielded by the opponent, but they continue to overfarm. What are they doing? We can go for another Night Slash now. Night Slash grabs the final shield from the opponent. And remember, Clodsire does have energy, so we no-shield. They full send a Brave Bird. We can just go straight for the Sludge Bomb now. Sludge Bomb, of course, they've debuffed their defense. Easily takes them out there. They come back in with the Corsola, and if we landed an Earthquake... Well, what the heck happened there to my voice? If we landed an Earthquake earlier, then, of course, we would have been able to take them out there, but it doesn't really matter. We will still be able to just shield up the charge move, go for a Sludge Bomb, and from this range, a Sludge Bomb will be enough damage to take out the Corsola, and we're going to get a +2 for the win, finishing the game with 10 points. Now going into the final battle of this video, and of course the winner of the challenge, we're going to see a Steelix into a Azumarill. The opponent safe swaps into Dunsparce, and we are trying to catch a draw on, it looks like, onto our Jumpluff. Unfortunately not able to do so there as we were slightly misaligned, but we're able to do it the second time around. And is this a draw run? Yes it is. That's +4 for a triple resisted ground type move onto Jumpluff. We are now going to use our final shield already, shielding a Rock Slide here, but if we're able to waste time on the switch clock here, we can possibly catch a Rock Slide back onto our Steelix, but never mind. The opponent swaps out into a Azumarill, and we're able to just barely reach an Energy Ball here. Energy Ball is going to be no-shielded, and we're then going to swap catch to charge move back onto our Steelix. The opponent goes for an Ice Beam. That is a neutral move there, so of course just the +1 for that, but we can go for a Psychic Fangs. Psychic Fangs going to drop their defense. We can go straight for Psychic Fangs number 2, and Psychic Fangs number 2 should put them into farm down range. And the opponent's actually going to bank the energy, which is quite smart on the opponent's end there, before swapping into a Whiscash. So, of course, we are going to swap, and have we just caught another triple resisted ground type move? Yes, we have. It's a Mud Bomb, another +4 there, taking us to 9 points overall. So all we need to do now is win this game, and we should have won the competition. And spoiler alert, I did already mention that these battles were in order of points, so we already know they win. But let's see, can they get any more points before the battle ends? The opponent takes us out with the Ice Beam, and we're going to come in with the Steelix. The opponent swaps back into Dunsparce. You can see we tried to swap out and catch the move there, but actually we just fast move farm them down, and again, the exact same thing. We get the +2 points, we finish on 11, and we're able to take that game. So on screen right now, we've got the final standings of this competition. So in joint 5th place, not 6th place, joint 5th place on 7 points, we've got Cold Fever X3, Fly Gonna Get You, and PL90. In 4th place, we've got Noah's Burn on 8 points, and in the podium positions, we got 3rd place going to Mexico Beckham with 9 points, 2nd place to Mackie DK on 10 points, and 1st place is Emerald Nightmare on 11 points, and probably not too surprising since this is the trainer that suggested this challenge in the first place. But now I'm also going to announce next week's challenge, the Just Can't Resist challenge. So the aim of this challenge is to throw as many resisted charge attacks as possible in a single battle, and you'll get 1 point for throwing a single resisted charge attack, 2 points for a double resisted attack, and 3 points for a triple resisted attack. You'll get points regardless of whether the opponent shields the charge moves or not, but there will be no bonus points for a win, as it is required for this challenge. Now, if you think any adjustments need to be made to the scoring system for next week's challenge, please let me know in the comments ASAP, as I'm open to making changes based on your feedback, but you need to be quick, as I'll be officially announcing the challenge in a community post tomorrow. So that's going to be it for today's video. If you did enjoy it, please make sure you leave a like, leave a comment letting me know, and as well, don't forget to respond to the question of the day if you haven't done so already. And if you want to see more content like this in the future, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on post post notifications. That way you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. And if you want to take your support even further, you can now become a channel member with perks including early access to new videos, shoutouts at the end of each video, custom loyalty badges, and custom emojis to use in the comments. I want to say a massive thank you to everyone that has already become a channel member. Your support is greatly appreciated. And with that being said, thank you all so much for watching today's video, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.